appreciate it, and I try hard.
See you, Woodchuck. Thank you. Mary from Myersville, go ahead.
Yeah, I called to say, good help is hard to find with the youth of today, and just when I thought I'd seen it all with Frederick County Public Schools, they go and pull this. And Brad is as innocent as can be. The parent needs to take responsibility. I hope they stand up for Brad, and they go in and say they shouldn't have brought the alcohol to the picnic.
They've absolutely
done
that.
They did.
That's the irony. They did, and it didn't make a difference.
Well, then I'll tell you what they need to do. Let's have Frederick County Public Schools go to every school faculty and round up all the teachers and fire them all because, they all go out to holiday parties. And it's a school-sponsored holiday party, and they all drink and they smoke. And as a former teacher, I know about the parties. I know about the bar crawling after school.
Hey, Mary, let me ask you this.
What?
If a teacher gets a DWI, do they fire him?
I don't know.
No, they don't. Unless it's involved in some type of school function or school activity. If they're out on their own free time, no.
Well, then let's round up all the teachers who did things. Back 20 years ago when I taught kindergarten, we'd walk down to Wags and have a beer and a burger in between classes because we had an hour and 20 minutes. I mean, principals went out before conferences and had a drink. It's crazy.
All right, Mary, thanks for the phone call. Thanks for the support. I'm not trying to, everyone makes mistakes. That's my point about the comments with teachers. They don't fire them when they're out on their own time and they get a DWI. Lon, go ahead, Lon. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, what's your name?
Oh, Ron.
Ron? Okay, sorry about that, Ron. He has Lon. Go ahead.
Oh, hey, I just wanted to, my son goes to another high school in Frederick County. I don't want to identify it because, the witches and wolves might be coming after us, but we've been to functions for football, lacrosse, and swimming at restaurants, local restaurants, and none of the parents, were drinking beer, but there was beer, at other tables in the room.
That was my point. Yep, Ron.
Yeah. So as far as Frederick County, Lynn Carr's decision, he's going way overboard on this,
Yep. Well, make sure you call the superintendent. Make sure you email her. And if you think this is wrong, and say, look, we know that we got to have rules, but this doesn't. There's no common sense in the way you've applied this.
They're nuts. Those people are nuts.
All right. Hey, thank you.
All right. Bye.
Thank you for your call.
All right. I told you now. When you don't get your job back, you better run for school board. All right. Keith from Braddock Heights. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. How you doing, Blaine?
Good.
My daughter, she's been in sports all her life, and we've been to 20 or 30 of these at the Cozy Restaurant and Holly Hills and Red Horse, and there's alcohol everywhere. So the thing I really want to know here is because this was in your brother's backyard, what makes this?
Well, because it was a Walkersville girls softball party, so it constitutes in their eyes, a school event, and he understands that.
What happened if then, one of the parents a week later has another party for them?
As long as it's not billed as a Walkersville party, it's not a violation.
As long as it's not billed as a Walkersville party, or they're not a coach, or as long as it's not billed as he billed this as the Walkersville girls softball end-of-year party.
Okay, but about the only thing, like in a legal battle, the only thing that would tie it into really being a school function, there wasn't any funds there from the high school.
No funds whatsoever.
There wasn't a projector used from the school to show to.
No. He's not arguing that point. The point he's arguing is that he never knew there was something that prohibited the parents, if they brought alcohol. It'd be like you taking your daughter and you slipping off to the bar, Keith, at the Cozy and having a drink. I mean, do they then suspend a coach for 3 years?
Well, what happens is like my daughter, now she's getting ready to start her third year at college at Hood College, and she's had many athletes, and even in high school had athletes come over to the house, just a couple girls, not for an event or whatever, just a couple girls, and I may be sitting at the table having a glass of wine.
There you go.
Them girls supposed to get up and say, we're not supposed to be at a
That's right. They're in violation. They're around alcohol.
I do want to clarify one thing. No school dollars were spent on it. And, in fact, everything that we've gotten for that program I've done through fundraising. Sure. This year we went to states. I took them down in a charter coach instead of a school bus on funds I raised. Not a dollar from the school was paid for their bus ride down to states. Same thing as this party. It was all from private funds.
All right, Keith, I'll catch you later.
Thank you.
Let's grab Bill real quick, then we'll grab Jim. We'll take a break, then we'll come back and talk to the Advanced Helicopter Youth Foundation. Bill, go ahead.
Hey, how are you guys doing? Brad, I support you 100% on
Thank
this.
you.
And you may have talked about this. I just got off work, so I just started listening. Did all the girls that were at that party get the suspension for being in the party with alcohol 20% of the season for the next season?
They did not, and I don't believe that they should, because the policy reads that the students may not be in where alcohol is, where other minors are consuming alcohol or where they have access to it. They did not have access to it, and other minors were not.
So you don't think they violated
They did not violate the policy. They're great kids. They don't
All right, Bill,
punishment.
anything else?
No, that's it. I just wanted to see, because to turn that argument back on to the school.
He don't think that they violated the way he reads it.
That's good. Well, then Brad shouldn't have violated it either.
All right, thank you, Bill. Let's grab Jim, then we'll call it Day. Jim, welcome to the program.
Hello, Blaine and Brad.
Thank you.
The previous caller just stated the same question that I was going to pose, is that it appeared to me that, not that I advocated, but that if the policy was as I heard it.
Yeah, the way he reads it, that the kids didn't violate it.
And again, in my mind, I accept full responsibility. I should have been the only one that was punished, but the punishment should have been fair.
Yeah. Well, I was just going to mention that the parents better be aware that who knows what may happen in the future. Yeah, okay.
All right, hey, thank you very much. All right, let's. We're going to call Brad. I wish you best of luck.
Thank you, Blaine.
And you're asking all those that are listening that are in support of your cause to write a letter and email it to linda.burgee@fcps.org. That's linda.burgee.
As well, those at fcps.org. As well, those of you that are on Facebook, if you friend request me, or if you ask for an invitation to the group, which is Save the WHS Softball Coaches, we already have 190 members and growing strong. There are people that are fighting for us.
301-696-6910. That's 301-696-6910 is Linda Burgee's phone number. If you don't have email, as some of our listeners don't use a computer or don't use email, yes, that's still true, you can call. This video will be up on WFMD.com. You'll be able to go back and watch Brad's interview live on YouTube on WFMD.com. Click the Blaine Young Show. I want to thank NC Kramer & Sons, Craig Clark, Rosemont Home Improvements, Frederick Nissan, Lil Sparky Electric, Flower Fashions, Frederick Fence Company, the Frederick Era Bryant Man, The Good Feet, Barley and Hops, Dixie Electric, 4 Outdoor, Dr. Robert Crouch, Putman Plumbing and Heating with Marlene and Patrick, Buckingham's Choice, Frederick Shell, Yellow Cab of Frederick, Brunswick Thermite in Mount Airy, Reynolds Unlimited, Richard Greenwood's Grimes Truck Center, Designer Services Unlimited. And by the way, our friends at Catoctin Mountain Orchard just let me know that their fresh fruit season is in full swing. When you get there, you'll find fruit of the season picked right from their orchard. Right now, you'll find peaches, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, plums, apricots, and they have vegetables like kale, cabbage, squash, cakes fresh from their gardens. The best tasting fruit and vegetables come from Catoctin Mountain Orchard. You're going to taste the difference. That's because they're picked daily. You're not going to get fruit and vegetables shipped across the country or some foreign land. No, Catoctin Mountain Orchard is right here, right off Route 15 in Thermont. Check them out. Heck, the fruit is so fresh, the dew is still on them. Check out the website, CatoctinMountainOrchard.com. I want to thank the Black family. I want to congratulate them on their award and sponsoring the show. We'll be back where we'll be talking to Neil and his gang from Advanced Helicopter Youth Foundation, a 5-day mass helicopter flight through 6 states, raising funds and awareness for America's at-risk youth to help the Advent Home Learning Center. And they're going to fly from Frederick, Maryland to Calhoun, Tennessee, and we'll be talking to them today and many times up till September 23rd when the flight takes place. We'll take a quick break, be back with more of the Blaine Young Show, where Frank Mitchell will be taking over the microphone as I go to the city of Frederick for a meeting.